Right now, I got world-renowned boxing trainer right here. Some of the dopest fighters out right now. He's behind the hard work that they put in the training. What you know about Push Davis right here. Coach
What's
Davis.
going on? What's going on?
Thank you, Coach. I appreciate it,
for
man,
having
for coming on, man. Yeah. Now, hold on, Coach Davis, man. I want you to name some of them champions that you work with. Can you drop a few names for us?
Right now, I'm working with Thomas Matisse.
Gunner Man.
Yeah, Gunner Man.
Big shout out to Gunner Man. Y'all seen him all on TV.
I'm working with Montana Too Pretty Love.
Montana Too Pretty Love, man. He on TV too.
I'm working with Ronnie Hines.
Okay.
I got a female, Morel McCain. She's #1 in the USA.
She's
on the
number
USA
one
team.
in the USA?
Yeah, on the USA team.
Hold on. And she's on the USA team.
On the USA team.
Where is she from?
She's from Cleveland.
She's from Cleveland?
She's from Cleveland.
Now, hold on, Coach Davis. So how did that come about, you working with her? You know, what she brought to your attention, brought to your gym? Did you seek her out? You heard about her? What happened?
It was actually, she started out with my other trainer, Terrence Montgomery. That's the other coach to be in the corner with me.
Okay.
With Thomas Matisse and Montana Too Pretty Love. So he started her out, and then when I came back to coaching, just ran it up to the top, man. Actually, she didn't actually want to compete. She actually just brought her niece and her nephew just to work out, and she would just stay in shape, and she was hoping for Glenville. And then
wow, hold up, fathom that. Wasn't even into, really being in the ring seriously. Just wanted to come, get a sweat, bring her people down, and be around the atmosphere.
Yeah, she was getting her hands caught, and I just came in. I speak, but I just work with the guys.
She was getting her hands caught.
Yeah, they're going to mitts. On the mitts, okay. Catching the mitts. And then
well, because, she could have been throwing them at somebody for real, and they was knocking them down like, nah, you ain't got it, baby. Okay.
So we was in the gym one day, and then I'm like, Golden Gloves was coming up. I just walked up to her like, man, what you want to do? You just trying to learn how to box or what? Or you want to compete?
What, you seen something in her? You seen?
No, because she knew how to hit the mitts, but, hitting the mitts and doing it on a person is a different thing.
Yeah, because I can hit the mitts, you know what I'm saying?
So I'm like, what you want to do? You want to compete? There's a Golden Glove coming up. You want to fight? And she was like, yeah. I'm like, well, shit, after this, there ain't no more being out here with the beginners. You coming here with the dogs, with the guys.
Now, you mentioned something. You said when you came back to coaching, so that leads me to believe you left coaching for a while.
Yeah, I had left coaching for a while, yeah.
Why was that? Because I'm pretty sure that's your passion, right?
Yeah, it was my passion. I was just doing other things at that point in time.
What, like, having to take care of your everyday life?
No, it was just, I just strayed away from it, that's all. You know what I'm saying? A little extracurricular activity.
Oh, yeah. Well, because we can't train champions if we ain't been through the fire ourselves.
Yeah. Oh, no, I ain't been through it. You know what I'm saying? I know the ups and downs, so yeah, for sure. I know it. I mean, when you love something and you stay away from it, so I just wasn't going to the gym. I wasn't watching boxing or nothing. And then
what made you feel like that? What made you go into this space?
Nothing, I was just chasing money. Chasing money.
Yeah.
Chasing money. Then my father hit me up before he had passed, and he was like, man, why don't you come down to the gym and work and help me with the fighters? So when he hit me up.
Was your dad ever training you when you were young?
Yeah, my father trained me. He always trained me, yeah.
Because your dad is a well-known trainer.
Yes, sir. So then when he hit me up, I went back to the gym, and then I guess it had been a lot of people looking for my dad. His illness was, his health was
deteriorating.
Yeah, so he wasn't in there, so they was looking for him or they was looking for me, and when they went in there, they didn't see neither one, so they went elsewhere. And then when I got in there, I came back. Now, I was working, and this is how it looked. Thomas was always with us, but he had left. And then he called me like, man, I want to go pro.
He left because what, you all wasn't active?
No, he just left. I don't know. It wasn't no big thing. He just left.
He didn't leave boxing?
No, he didn't leave boxing. He just went to another gym.
Yeah,
then he hit me up like, man, I want to go pro. He's like, you'll work with me?
Hit you up and said, I want to go pro.
I want to go pro.
So he remembered where he can get that training at, where he can be skilled enough to go pro.
Yeah, so then I'm like, yeah, I got you. But I'm like, I ain't just about to turn you straight pro. You gotta win X amount of tournaments. So he won the tournament.
You got the ability to do that, to turn somebody straight pro?
I mean, because he had already been fighting amateur, so he had already been around.
Yeah.
And I'm like, bro, you gotta win a national or something before you go.
Yeah.
So then he fought the tournament. So when he won the national, he won the worlds.
Was it surprising to you, or did you?
No, it wasn't surprising. I knew he could do it. So when he do it though, but it was still small little flaws that I saw. So he won it. And I'm like, nah, we ain't turned it yet. He like, man, but I won it. I'm like, no, we going to go to these USA tournament. And then you play. So here, then we going to do it. Then I turn you. Then he fought in there. I think he came like third
Was he
fourth.
adverse to that, or was he dejected, or he just swallowed his pride and said, okay, Push, I believe in you, I'm going to do this?
He he know I got his best interest. So, you know what I'm saying? Because, a lot of people put people in the ring just for the money or to make money off of them. You know what I'm saying? It's a family thing, man. I knew him since he first came in the gym when he was 17, back when I was fighting. And he used to move with me, so it was all love. So, you know what I'm saying?
So how are your motivation tactics? Like, what type of trainer are you? Like, you get under their skin?
Oh man, it's ugly in the gym.
You tell them the truth. Hey man, your left hook just ain't there, man.
I'm telling the truth. I'm being raw, Eddie Murphy style. You know what I'm saying? I can't hold no punches.
Yeah.
Oh, you can't lose. Oh, this is a rough ride back home. The whole team on you. They own you.
Oh, when you lose, that's what y'all do?
Oh man, it's ugly. Yeah. You been like 5, 6 hours, 8 hours. Oh yeah. So they gonna wait.
So imagine that, going in the ring, going to war. Yeah. You lose, and then you're coaching them like, man, you could have did this, you could have did that.
They gonna talk crap the whole ride back. Then you gonna come back in the gym. Then you gonna think it's over. They gonna be talking. Then the other was gonna be talking. Oh yeah, it's gonna be ugly. But it make you want to not come up short. It make you want to, you know what I'm saying, dig down deep and go get it.
Let me ask you a question, Push. When you came back to boxing and you came back in the gym, how long was it before you went for a title fight with somebody?
When I first came back, it was 2013. When I first came back, it was just on the amateur scene. So I didn't turn nobody pro. And I came back, my first year back, it was me and my other coach, Terrence. We wound up being a national Golden Glove coach. It's like the biggest prestige on amateur level as far as like local in Cleveland. We was running the Cleveland Golden Gloves. We did that.
Oh, y'all were running Cleveland Golden Gloves?
Yeah.
Big!
So we was the national team coaches for that. Then I did that for probably like next 3-4 years off of that. We didn't, like 2014, I turned Thomas pro.
In 2014, you turned Gunnerman pro?
Yeah, turned Gunnerman pro in 2014. And that wasn't no easy trip, because like, we ain't had nobody backing us. We had to go in other people's backyards and fight, you know what I'm saying? When we was looking, they was bringing us in as an opponent. We ain't no opponent though, we knew what it was. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, so what I'm saying, what I'm getting is, because I be hearing like Floyd talk about it all the time. I'm the A side. I'm the A side.
Yeah. So the A side is basically the side that they kind of
control all the shots.
Or whatever, or who they get more favorite to win. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Who they want to win, the hometown dude. Either if he's big or locally big, selling tickets or whatever like that. So we had win in our first fight. We went into Jersey. We fought. Got a first round knockout.
So when you don't have the big time sponsorship and you're all doing it out of pocket, does that mean you and your other coaches?
Yeah,
and the fighters too?
Fighters, coaches.
Man, imagine dealing with that though, because you're training hours on end every day. People, you're dealing with different people's attitudes. You're pushing them. You're doing all this, and then the money isn't there to really lift you up to where you need to be just yet. You just got to keep going and believe.
Exactly, and I mean it's expensive. I mean, you got to figure when you go out of town, you staying weeks at a time, depending on where it's at. Price of living higher, so you eating restaurant food unless you go to the grocery store.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So it's, you know what I'm saying, you might not even be able to drive, so you got to get airfare. So it's deep. And then nowadays, the tournaments, you got to register for the tournament. So if you're an elite fighter, you're paying like $50. If you're a teenager, you might be paying $30. You know what I'm saying? So it's
wow.
Yeah, so it's deep. You know what I'm saying?
So that Jersey fight, that was a title fight?
No, the Jersey fight, that's when he first had his first pro fight.
Was a first pro fight.
First pro fight.
Tell me about that night, man. You in the corner. Did you wear many hats? Were you the cut man and stuff too?
I could do cuts and all, so I could do it all.
You can do it all.
I could do it all.
Who, your dad trained you on that?
Yeah.
Ha! Are you a great cut man?
A great cut man. I didn't stop cuts. Yeah. Wow. I'm not being funny. In Montana's first fight with Jake Paul, stopped his cut. Y'all ain't even know he was bleeding.
Nope. Okay. Yeah, that's real important because you get them blood in your eyes, it's hard to see. Yeah. So the first night, what was it like?
So the first pro fight, back to thinking about as far as getting the money together for out of town. We pro, but we still struggling. We poor.
Yeah.
We drive to Jersey. I got one of my brother's vans. We get there, they cancel the show. Yeah, they canceled the show, right? But on the way there, the engine or something went out. So we broke down on the road.
Damn.
So we standing outside like a Walmart or something.
Yeah.
And we like 2 hours from where we about to go or wherever. They took like 4 hours, and we just stand outside. Then they finally got us. Then they sent us back on the home on the Greyhound. And you know how long Greyhounds take. It was crazy. It was crazy.
Why they cancel the show?
Probably one of the main fighters' opponent fell out or something like that.
Okay.
So they hit us back, and I'm like, man, I don't know. I'm like, if you want to do it, we can do it. He like, yeah, I want to do it. So he was adamant about it, and I'm like,
Who, Gunner Man?
yeah. So we did it. We drove back out there. Better vehicle this time. We went out there.
Yeah.
And then we got the job done. Got a first round knockout. Got it right there.
Hold on. So this is pro fight. So what was some of the things you in the corner? When he was going through adversity.
That one we didn't really see no adversity. We was just
We didn't really see no adversity.
Yeah.
We didn't really see it.
No challenge.
Easy work.
the main thing I was saying is like, hey, we in this dude's backyard, so you already know what it is. We not only fighting against the judges, we fighting against the refs, we fighting against the promoters. You know
And
what
the
I'm saying?
crowd and everything.
Yeah, so they main interest is for they dude to win. So we got to go in here and handle business.
So that basically, amped him up to go ahead to put that work in, put that fight in, had that dog in him
Yeah,
when
for
that
sure.
bell rang.
Yeah, and that was the first one, and then
Hold on, when he won and they raised his hand at the end, how did that make you feel? Because this is the guy that asked you to help him go pro, and he turned pro, and this was his first pro victory.
man, the feeling is just inexplainable because I'm like, when you helping somebody and you seeing them, and it might be some things that they see they can do, but you help them to get to it and get to that point. It's a satisfying feeling, as far as like, what I'm saying, just to see somebody come in, they might have this flaw or that flaw, and you help them pass that or encourage them to do this or that or whatever the case may be to get to that point, and just to see it all play out.
Stress defense.
Oh
You
yeah,
got
defense.
fighters like Floyd. He says, "Hey, the sweet science of boxing is to hit and not get hit."
Yes, defense. Defense, as far as catching, blocking, and not only with the hands, but your feet is part of defense too. That's far as you ring generalship. Got to know how to move around the ring.
Yeah, you gotta know how to command. Fighters are taking punishment. Are you like looking at the fight and you flinching like you out there working too?
I don't be like that. Be like, if they taking some punishment, I'm like, man, what you doing, man? Wake up, bro. What you know what I'm saying? This ain't you. But like, part of being a good fighter, you gotta learn how to adapt. As far as pressure fighters, speed fighters, or whatever the case may be, so you gotta be able to adapt to any style.
You ever told your fighters like when they met at the center of the ring right before the first bell, and the judge is giving them the instructions, and then he say touch gloves, and you look in your of your fighter, and you see that he may be weak or scared or anything. Have you ever had to communicate that, like, man, yeah, he look weak, he yours for the taking?
On that note, I just let them take their own little whatever they may do, to get in their little zone. I'm right there when I'm rubbing their arms or whatever the case may be, and talking to them, keep pumping them up right there. But some might like to look, stare them down. Some might not like to look, or whatever the case may be, because a person could look like they ain't really coming with that, and they could be coming with that heat. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
looks could be deceiving, so you can't really judge a person by it. They could be looking at the dude, speaking like what we was talking about earlier with Tyson Fury. He don't, he look like a couch potato.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying? He
yeah.
don't look like no fighter.
Yeah, no, he
You
don't.
know what I'm saying? They don't display nothing as far as a fighter. But
Do
can't
you
just judge a body by his looks?
have
person by his looks.
now in any of your fighters, have you ever seen fear in them at any time?
Of course. I mean, that's why I'm there, to give him that motivation. That, you know what I'm saying? Hey, bro, what you doing? We ain't put too much work in. You ain't been here before. You know what I'm saying? So, you know what I'm saying? That's what the coach's job is for, to motivate him. Not only tell him what the do's and the don'ts as far as executing everything, but, hey.
Are you one of those respectful coaches? I see that in boxing a lot. Respect is big in boxing. No matter who your opponent is, the thing is to show respect before the fight and after the fight. Are you big on respect?
I'm big on respect. I'm always gonna show respect. I don't ever dog the other team, whether it's win or lose or whatever the case may be. But like, if
When
you
you
disrespect
win, you
me,
go over there and shake hands.
yeah, exactly. But if you on some rah with me, then that's how we coming. Gang. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, well, I seen fights where, like, y'all remember with Mike Tyson, he got into it and his whole camp was throwing blows.
And then
Have you ever,
we ain't got there, but I'm pretty sure one day it will be there. And we ain't already had them talks.
You know, y'all didn't have discussions amongst yourselves? Like, if something break out,
hey,
look.
it is what it is. You already know. I mean, we ain't looking for it, but you got to address that situation when it comes.
Yeah. Now, we were talking candidly backstage. I said I actually went to one of Thomas Gunnerman Matisse's fights in Cleveland Heights. That was like one of my first experiences at a real live boxing event, and it was just, I was just taking in the moment. Thomas Gunnerman came in with a ring walk, and if y'all know what that is, the fighter comes in, he's listening to music while he's walking to the ring, or somebody might be rapping or singing with him when they come to the ring and stuff like that, and that's just exactly what took place, you know. You know, how is it that you get your fighters pumped up for a fight? What's your style like?
Each person is different. Some you don't have to. Some just be already ready to go. Some you might have to pump up. I mean, all my fighters that's being around me, they already know how I am. So everybody already be ready to go. But you have certain fighters that you know, certain areas where you have to touch on, or you just need a little more motivation as far as hyping them up. Just get a hype man. Okay, yeah, that's you. Yeah, get in your groove, doing it, keep doing it, whatever the case may be. There's different things, but like everybody be kind of ready to go. I ain't putting you out there if you ain't.
Okay,
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it ain't just about the money.
Yeah, for sure.
So, you know, what is it about you and your ability and your style that give fighters the confidence to want to come to you for training? Like, because it's got to be something to you. You know, if I'm a fighter, I'm not just going to come to anybody and be like, train me or work with me. You know, what is it you think it is about you that these fighters come to you?
I don't know. That'd be a good question, you know, if we had the fighters up here with me. You know what I'm saying?
To you in your own mind.
To me, I mean, I'm going to be real up front, direct, and I'm not like I'm a older coach. I'm an older coach. Everybody want to win, but it don't always go like that. But I still know what it took, and I don't have that mindset of, oh, you could do it, you got to do this, you got to do that. I still know what the punches feel like. So I'm like, okay, I know how to adjust in this or this or that. Like, yeah, I know what it was.
Did you box in the amateurs?
I boxed amateur and professional.
And professional?
Yeah.
Wow, do you care to divide your professional record?
Oh, yes, my professional record was 11-1-1.
11-1-1. Yeah, I kick some ass, baby. You know what I'm saying? 11-1-1. Yeah. Hold on, who was that defeat to?
The defeat, I was fighting in Detroit, and that's another one of them stories with having a poor. We was driving another van incident. Yeah, man, the struggle be hard trying to make it up out the gutter, man. So we was driving, vehicle broke down again, and I'm fighting. So I get there. I'm like, man, I ain't ate in probably about a day and a half.
Ain't ate. Had all this adversity before the fight.
Oh yeah. It's a struggle. So I get there. They closing the weigh-in down. They tell me like, you can't weigh in until like 2 hours before the fight. 2 hours before the fight. What
because you was late for weigh-in?
Yeah, because I missed it. They was closing it down. The reporters was leaving and everything, so I couldn't eat. I get to the fight the next day. Mind you, I still got to weigh in, so I already ain't ate. So like, you know what I'm saying? Now it's going from like a day and a half. Yeah, it's getting real. So I got to fight. So we head over to the venue. We stop like at a Walgreens or something. I grab like a little drink and some Starburst. I mean, cause like, what else could I eat? Yeah. Really, you know what I'm saying? Put on my stomach
without gaining weight.
Still trying to sluggish, and you know what I'm saying? Yeah. So when I get there, I weigh in. The morning of, I drank a little cup of apple juice. When you're losing weight the wrong way, dehydrating, it shot my weight back up.
The apple juice did?
Yeah, it wasn't even a full. It was a full cup, just a little bit.
And it shot your weight up?
Shot my weight back up. So I called the promoter like, my weight, blase. And they like, oh, you got to lose that. All right, it's a wrap. I ain't got no more to lose, bro. I can't and still fight. So I get over to the venue. We hop on the scale and boom.
You made the weight.
And the other guys, they was talking in their little Spanish language, and they're like, get back on the scale. So now I'm irritable. They're like, get back on the scale. I'm like, man, I ain't getting back on the scale. I ain't even went nowhere. What I'm getting back on the scale for? Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I'm right here. I'm still in the same area where they was at. Get back on. I ain't get back on. So they were like, oh, they're trying to think if they want to take the fight. Right? At this moment, I'm undefeated right now. So they're like this, boom, boom.
They thought about it. They like, no.
So whatever it was, if they wouldn't have took the fight, they wasn't going to get paid.
Okay.
So they took the fight. So boom. So we won. Crazy story. I'm warming up. I'm in the dressing room. When I felt it, my father warming me up. I'm catching my hands. I felt like weak. So I ain't sitting. I just sat down. He like,
imagine that. Here it is. You about to fight and you feel weak. You don't want to bring that up to nobody. Hey man,
I ain't want to say nothing.
I ain't feeling it right now, man.
So
what?
I sat down. Stretched my legs out like this. I ain't feeding into it. Fights going on. So when you in the dressing room, you can hear the other fights going on. They're like, oh, it's a knockout. So in my head, I say, oh, F this. It's time to go. Yeah. So I'm going down the aisle and everything cool. Get in the ring. I'm still feeling cool. The bell ring. Dang, I shoot a jab out there. It was like the road runner. That boy just like, it felt like that boy just fell in the air. In my head. So I said, oh, damn. I can't even step to him. I have to let him come to me. So he coming to me, pressure fighter, coming. I'm doing good. All into the last round. Probably like a minute and a half. Whatever it was, he threw a hook. Went through the glove. Boom, put me down.
The last round, the 12th round? What?
It was. I think it was the 6th round. That's what yep. And then it went down. I went out. I mean, I saw everything. And then I saw the reporters hit me with the camera like. I had one of my dudes, my brother. He ran up with the coat. I seen everything. Like I ain't sleep, but I was so fatigued I couldn't get up. He threw the camera over there like, no, yo, they would have had me like that. They would have me on the front page of the paper, man. Yeah. So like that, and then I'm like, I'm like, all right, I took it on the chin. I'm like, man, I can't be salty. When I'm sleeping dudes and getting them up out here, I can't be mad. Come with the game. Nobody want to get stopped.
Right, real quick before we go to commercial break, how far along were you before you got that loss? You already, because you was undefeated, so you was already 11-0.
I was 9-0.
You was 9-0.
9-0, yep.
So that tells me you came back for the fight. We're going to wrap. Be back in a minute. Coach Push Davis right here. Player T, that's me, Hollywood in the hood. Yeah, Player T, that's me, Hollywood in the hood. Doing it really, really big. Want to remind you, if you're feeling what we're doing, help us continue to do what we do. You can do that by making a financial contribution right here on the website. That means a donation, any amount, big or small. It all helps to keep shining a light on the stars that we are, know, love, and aspire to be. So in advance, I want to thank y'all for that. Player T, that's me. I'm right here with Coach Push Davis. Davis Boxing Club right here. Now, Push, it came to my attention that a famous fighter from Ohio, Adrian Broner, all about billions, AB, had recently come out and tweeted some things towards your fighter, Montana, Too Pretty Love. Have you heard what he said?
Yeah, I heard it.
What did he say exactly?
I can't exactly say what he said, but I know it was something about he want to take the fight or something about the money or whatever the case may be, but he would take the fight. And
you say he
wouldn't or whatever the case may be, but he was trying to downplay like they.
Like he was saying he will fight Montana?
Yeah, but it wasn't enough money, or he been getting that type of money or whatever. So the money I guess they were trying to offer, he was saying
he was saying
he's bigger than that or whatever. He was saying he big.
Yeah, okay, AB, but when the last victory you had? We trying to figure that out. I like AB though, but when is the last? You can't front on. I mean, you should be trying to. I don't know what you should be trying to do, but this is another Ohio fighter. You could show some love like that. You was just screaming about how Floyd wasn't showing you no favor. How you wanted to fight Floyd and he could just make it happen, and it could be a big ticket for the both of you all. You was asking him to reach back. Now you got another Ohio fighter coming up and wanted to work with you in the ring, and you didn't want to reach back. What's going on? Maybe you got to come on and talk about it. You know, because these guys want to fight. You know what I'm saying? They want to fight. They want to fight, AB. So when you heard about that, what did you have to say about that?
I really ain't really think nothing about it. I mean, Montana, he looked at it, whatever the case may be. He addressed it, whatever he said on social media, whatever the case may be. But I ain't really think too much of it.
Well, it seemed like the natural thing to me is you all would look over some footage and be like, yeah, we see something. We can handle AB. You know, I'm thinking the conversation probably went along those lines.
Oh, no,
like, yeah, he tripping, but he don't really want to get in the ring because of this or that, you know.
Yeah, I mean, it was like different because, you know, they cool. Like, they hadn't been out at the nightclub. Like, AB be up here kicking it, so, you know what I'm saying?
Okay.
And when he came, it was like, dang, bro, you know what I'm saying? So.
Do we show y'all, do those other fights? Robert Easter, he's a friend of Gunner, man. Do these guys, do they kick it with y'all and show love and respect?
It's all love. I mean, it's all love. Yeah, everybody from Ohio. Yeah.
Do y'all travel to their fights?
Yeah, I mean, yeah, we all travel. Yeah, we fight in Toledo. We fight in Cincinnati. Yeah, so it's all love.
Now you got to fight.
But you know, it's a business at the end of the day, though. So you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
That's what it's about. It's about that check.
Now, do you build a rapport with other trainers around the boxing industry? Do you build a rapport with other trainers?
All around the world. Yeah.
Are you cool with like Floyd's team and?
Yeah, we ain't been down to Floyd's gym and training their gym and everything like that. Yeah, so it's you meet hella people, everybody. But
can you tell me about some of the strong, positive statements any of those fighters ever made about anybody in your camp that you can remember?
Yeah, I had people saying some of the fighters that they remind them of ex-champs or the styles or this the case may be, or the defense or the ringmanship been good. Yeah, so, I mean, they get all type of praises, and we just keep growing, man.
Push, when your fighters went on TV, that's another level.
I know.
You know, I was proud, man, when I seen Gunner Man on TV. I mean, I was actually at a spot.
Right.
And I'm looking at Gunner Man like, yo, he from the hood.
Right.
So how did that make you feel? Now, this is a young brother you've been working with for quite some time.
Right.
And to make it to the level we was on TV, what did you think about that?
I mean, that was a journey that we both did and we experienced together. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's why
we came from nothing.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Now we on the TV. You know what I'm saying? So every step we make, it's a blessing.
Did you have people around the industry calling you up after those fights?
I mean, of course, they always gonna call. You know what I'm saying? They gonna call, they gonna say this, they gonna say that, and then, you know, if you have a hiccup or whatever case may be, people gonna talk, you know.
Where's your gym at?
It's at Glenville Rec, inside of Glenville Rec. He's 113.
So if I wanted to come just get some ring pointers on how to use my feet as defense and stuff like that, what you were saying, I'll probably be able to do something like that.
Yeah, I'll get you on the mitts.
Gas
you out one time.
Now you got a fight coming up.
Yes, sir.
With who? Who's fighting?
Montana Love. He's headlining for the IBF title and
International Boxing Federation.
Yes, sir.
That's them real belts. Hey, when you hear them acronyms, IBF, WBO, WBA, that's them real belts. You know. No, I say that because I be hearing a lot about that now. I be hearing fighters talking about, oh, that ain't a real belt. And I'm thinking like, well, how the hell can you have a belt if it ain't real?
It's a real belt. It's just not the world belt. So it's the junior belt to put you in line for that. So he's already fighting 12 rounds. So the next step up will he be fighting for like probably a world title.
So this fight coming up is a junior belt?
Yeah, it's the IBF.
Junior belt?
North American, yep, junior belt.
And then, so if he secures that belt, that puts him in line.
He already has it. He won it in his last fight, so he just defended it.
Oh, he's just excuse my bag, Montana. My bag, man. You know, thank you for clearing that up.
And then Thomas, he would be trying to dethrone the champion of WBC, American Continental Champion.
Wait a minute, are those guys in the same weight class, Gunner Man and Montana?
Classes.
Okay.
Gunner Man is at featherweight, Montana's at welterweight.
Featherweight, that's lower than welterweight, right?
Yes.
What's featherweight?
130.
And welterweight is what?
140.
That's my weight.
That's your weight?
Yeah, that's my weight.
He gotta
Who in 140?
He got to come see you.
Who in 140? That's my weight. Who's in 140? Who's, huh? Who that? You $150? Oh, we're in the same. Well, you look. Yeah, I'm 150. Yeah. No, I always joke with that because Floyd is around walking. He's around my weight class, so I'll be like, "Would I fight Floyd?" I'm like, "Yeah, for some money. That's about it. You know, I ain't gonna get embarrassed for free. You know, that's dope." So Montana got that fight coming up. So who's his opponent?
Steve Sparks from Australia.
So have you guys been preparing for this fight? Do you look at Steve's prior fights?
Exactly.
Because I heard Tyson Fury, he's like, I don't watch people fight.
Yeah, a lot of times the fighters don't have to do it, but that's the coach's job.
Coach's job, of
yeah,
course.
So we go and study film, dissect it, see the flaws.
So are you a film rat? Do you like put a lot of time and hours in it studying film?
I mean, you can't watch it because different styles make different fights. So the way he might have fought somebody else, he might not even fight our fighters like that.
Right.
Yeah,
So
but we just take some in and might have similarities.
You try to pick up on tendencies and stuff like that. You know, when a fighter might go on his back foot and stuff like that.
Back foot or certain shots that he might tend to like to throw or whatever the case may be.
Do you got a signature shot that you've employed into your fighters?
I can't. Yeah,
I ain't gonna have him tell. I just asked you, do you?
Of course. Yeah, we got tricks of the trade.
Okay.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. Hey, no, you heard what Ted Ginn said. You might know the play, but can you stop the play?
Exactly. But we're gonna catch an element of surprise. So it'll be lights out.
Okay. So has there been trash talk leading up to the fight?
The press conferences haven't started yet, but it's gonna be some trash talk.
The press conference.
I think if I'm not sure, I think it's sometime next week or something.
Where's the fight gonna be?
At the Rocket Mortgage.
Huh? Big time! Ain't that where LeBron and them played? Darius Garland and all them? That's what pushing them gonna be fighting. Sure, man, hold on, that's big, man. Rocket Mortgage. I mean, we might have to come down there on the press team or something, man. But that's dope. So how many rounds that's gonna be?
Montana's fighting 12. Gunnerman's fighting 10. And then we have another fighter.
Gunnerman is fighting on that.
We have another fighter that's fighting on the card. Raynell Williams. He's fighting 6.
Who was Gunnerman fighting?
He's fighting Christian Tapia. He's the champion.
So right now,
Puerto Rico.
100 right now, Push. What's their mindset right now? Do they of course, because if you're a fighter, you believe you're gonna win, or else you're in the wrong business. So are they macho and bravado right now? Are they quiet and just ready for the fight, or what is your sense of their mindset right now?
Their mindset right now, they focused, they ready. They're ready to handle business, and put on for the city.
That's right. That's what
put on for the city. I mean, this is big. I mean, it's never been a card of this magnitude in the city with a local fighter headlining. Right. Last time before, I mean, all praises to Jake. He brought back the boxing
Paul.
back here.
Yeah.
But he's not one of the locals. Coming from the gutter.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So with Montana.
Well, that's good. You shouted him out. Gave him a little respect and props
exactly. Because
he opening up doors and stuff like that.
He opened up the door for Montana, and then Montana opened the doors up for everybody else.
So everybody ain't hating on you where you from,
No, man. Come on, man.
Everybody ain't hating
Jake.
on where you from.
And I'm rooting for him tomorrow, man.
So what do you think can we expect? I know you got to go. What do you think we can expect from the fight with Montana and Gunnerman?
We're coming back with three dubs.
And the other guy.
3 dubs from the city, and we're going to have 2 new champions.
That's what they do. Well, we wish you good luck, Push.
Thank
keep doing what you do. A lot of people believe in you. I'm going to start, coming to more stuff now that now we got an affiliation, man. And yeah, we would love to come by. I'm going to put the plug in, do some media with y'all. We've been rocking with y'all from the beginning. Oh, yeah, for sure. So good luck. I want to say good luck to Montana and Gunnerman, and we're going to take a quick break.